Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Let's Keep It Real. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet and you've been watching all of this time, you ought to be ashamed of yourself here. So, with that being said, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and please hit the like button on your way in. And again, if you have not done so yet, you ought to be ashamed. And but y'all, anyway, let me get started. I was noticing, that the court date is approaching. And my question is, what can we expect as the court date is approaching for, the situation between baby daddy and royalty? What can we expect to happen, or what can we expect to hear about or assume? You know what I'm saying? Because we're not there. And again, the information that I'll be discussing, it's just alleged, and it's solely and strictly for entertainment. And as of course, things change all the time. So who knows from the time when this was printed that I'm reading it on the internet, whether or not this information is completely accurate. So again, these are just our opinions of what we're reading, and just trying to figure some things out. So none of this can be confirmed nor denied, because as we know, things can change at the drop of a dime, in a heartbeat, to say the least. So I was out here researching on child custody because I do believe that is what the baby daddy is going for. I don't even want to say a father. I'm going to say the baby daddy. That is what the baby daddy is going for, is child custody. Correct? If I'm wrong, correct me. And he feels like that he is the better parent and wants to have sole custody. And he obviously still feels that way because allegedly he's still going on with these court proceedings. If at any time he had changed his mind, then all of this would have been dropped, and this would just be, a discussion about something else, or a discussion as to, why he dropped it, and giving our opinions as to why he dropped the child custody case. So again, evidently he's feeling like he is the better parent because I'm assuming that it is still etched in stone that there is a court date coming up very soon for that custody hearing. So with that being said, what I did was just, try to do a little research out there, just to see what was out there. And again, nothing is etched in stone. Things change all the time. We know that. And we can't confirm nor deny this information. So like I said, I was out there on the internet looking around on Google, and it specifically speaks to Georgia and child custody, facts, answers, and questions that people may have. So your questions answered about Las Vegas child custody, the sperm donor. That's a good one. Child custody is one of the most contentious legal issues in family law. So this is going to be in family law court, of course. It is also one of the least understood. If you are preparing for divorce or separation from your spouse or significant other and you have children, it's essential that you understand how child custody works in the state of Nevada. To speak with an experienced, this is just telling you the information if you want to speak with somebody at this specific legal group. For most couples who are considering divorce, child custody is an unfamiliar subject. Here are some questions that many people have about child custody. Exactly. Okay, how is child custody decided? So I thought this was kind of interesting. Nevada prefers that parents share joint custody of their children unless there are specific demonstrable reasons why child custody is not in the child's or children's best interest. So what would you all say are some of the reasons why child custody would not be in the best interest of the parent, who, the donor? You see what I'm saying? What are some reasons? Why do you all think? We already know 101 reasons, but let's just kind of go back in time to, familiarize ourselves with some of the things that were done that we feel like, again, these are our opinions. Nothing's etched in stone. We can't confirm nor deny, although we did see it. So one I would say was when the donor pulled out a GUN at a visitation right. To me, that would deem an individual, you said from the beginning. Yeah, start from the beginning. So, okay, so yeah, let's go back to the beginning. So let's stop where I was getting ready to mention about the custody pickup and all of that, and he pulled out the GUN. Let's go all the way back to when they was together, when they was in the household, and she was good at being able to make it look smooth and make it look nice. Well, we know obviously now that he was a whole fool behind the cameras. When the lights and camera was turned off, that's when he showed his behind. So let's start with that. Before that, he was out there running the streets acting like he was a single man when he know full well he had 5 kids. And yes, I do say 5 kids because he agreed to take care of them, and he told the absent parent that he didn't need to be around because he said he would take care of them. And I still believe that he should be paying child support for them too, because he told the absent parent of the other 3 children that he didn't need him, that he got them. So that's just my opinion, that he needs to be paying child support on them as well. That's just my thoughts. Oh shoot, did I lose my spot? Hold on, let me go back to my email while y'all talking. He never participated in actual testing of the children. That's a good point to look at. He never actually took, what, a DNA test or whatever of the children. He already got in trouble with. Yeah, he never took actual testing for the children. So that could be a reason to deny child custody. And that could be a reason why, she could, say, well, I don't feel like he needs to have custody, and then he basically, or his lawyer could in turn say, well, okay, we're going to do, testing to make sure that these are the children, which we know that they are, and go from there. And of course, that's just going to prolong it even more, you all, and it's going to cause more money to be spent. So, oh my God. And also, we already know he got in trouble with that. So yeah, he was responsible for the other 3 kids as well, but relating to the 2 kids that he wants to go to court about and why he feels like he should be the better parent, you were actually showing your behind in the relationship. So you were not showing yourself to be a fit parent by the way you conducted yourself. You're out there putting yourself at risk for different STDs, risky behavior. Basically, you're conducting yourself as a single man, and you're participating in risky behavior. So, that was going on during the relationship, during the pregnancy, and after the pregnancy. So we want to look at that. That could be one of the first reasons. And then number 2, no, he never participated in actual rental. Yeah, okay, exactly. I'm glad you said that. Now I get what you're saying, Denise. He didn't participate in rearing. So how would he know how to take care of them? Royalty did all of that. She even took care of him with his big man child, so she cooked and cleaned for him as well as her, children. And so basically she had 6 children to take care of. So he never did anything. She did everything for him, from the time he got up to the time he went to bed, as far as, making sure that he has his needs taken care of. And that's what she wanted to do. So, I don't want to say he forced her to do it, because that was a part of their relationship. That's what they did, allegedly, I'm assuming. We can't confirm nor deny. But so he never participated in the rearing of the children. So that would be something that she can bring up, or the lawyer can actually bring up in the child custody argument, hearing, grand jury, whatever it's going to be when that time does come. He didn't participate, So how's he going to know how to raise children or rear children when he's never done so his own self? And then also, if you want to look at some other situations when they decided, well, you know what, we could say throughout the relationship, the verbal behavior, the way he conducted himself in front of everybody in the house, the way he talked to them, those are things that should be looked at. But I don't know if a grand jury is going to look at some things like that. I don't know how detailed they get. We're going to read down some more, and it's going to explain to us some of the things that they look at. He don't own no house, no. Exactly. He doesn't even, does he have stable living? Yes. Does he have stable living? Because again, I'm glad you said that, Carmel, because at any point in time, the rug can be pulled out from under him, and he got to figure out where he's going to go. So he doesn't even have, stable housing for the twins to stay at. There's nothing in his name, I do believe. There's nothing in his name that's going to tie him to anything. He don't own no house or pay taxes and living in a rented Airbnb. Everything about to really come out. Exactly. So all of those things could definitely weigh in on, whether or not he should get custody, because he wants full custody. I don't think he wants joint custody. All the parental alienation he did with Royalty, the house, and calling her mom, oh my goodness, I didn't know he called a DAD soul. Oh my goodness. So again, the verbal A, So I'm glad somebody pointed that out. Verbal A, those are big factors. It ain't always got to be DV or PA or, all those different things that you can use. It can be verbal A. You see what I'm saying? Because that can be just as detrimental, meaning that it can cause a lot of pain and stick. So that definitely could be something that could be brought up by the lawyer. We don't know what her lawyer is going to bring up. We don't know what his lawyer is going to bring up, but do they know all of this stuff? You see what I'm saying? Are they aware of everything that's been going on? Because, I mean, in my opinion, they can't be aware of everything that's going on, his lawyer anyway, because why is he still getting to see them like he is, considering everything that's transpired? Oh, it's okay if he does it to her. Oh, he's not going to, you ain't got to worry about it. He ain't going to do it to the kids. It's okay if he does it to her, though. To me, that doesn't make sense, the thinking, the logic, again, okay, well, he did everything under the sun to her, but he ain't going to do it to the kids. We don't know that. We don't know any of that. So my question is, does the lawyer know all of this, of what really happened out here in these streets and what has been going on for the last, year and a half? He doesn't present a stable home environment. Hold on. He dropped. Oh, just drop in to say, hey, okay, thank you. Thank you, Nessa K. Talk to you soon. Or when you jump back on, teaching the kids how to cuss in videos. And his parenting style, his rearing style, his upbringing style, is that appropriate? Of course not. That none of that is appropriate. So why is he still been allowed to even have visitation, which again is beyond me, because he should not have been allowed to continue with visitation until he can show that he is ready to be able to take care of the kids. Again, like I've been saying this forever, taking some parenting classes. He ain't done that. Guess what he did? He hired backwoods mama and backwoods, what I think it's really the mama now. Backwoods, she ain't trying to babysit for real. That was just a suck up to get in the picture. Now she's in. She feels like that she's in. Y'all, she ain't trying to watch no kids here. Putting the mother in emergency contact list. Exactly. Not putting her on the contact list for the daycare. That's insane. If something happened to them, the mother wouldn't even be informed. And then all HELL would have broke loose, because I would have sued everybody up in there individually and the company itself, So let's move on. Is child support related to child custody? So this is a question I was wanting to know. So that's why I decided to research it. So I'm like, okay, it's coming up. So let's kind of look at that. If one parent has primary physical custody of a child, that's why he wants joint custody. Or excuse me, that's why he wants sole custody, because he don't want to pay child support. If one parent has primary physical custody of a child, the other parent may be ordered to pay child support. So that's the reason why he doesn't want to have, he don't want her to have primary custody of the kids, because he may have to pay child support. Oh my God, that's the end of the world. Hey, Callie, what's going on? Oh my God, he do not want to pay child support. How dare him? How dare they make him try to pay child support if she's the primary physical custodial parent? How dare? How dare? I mean, really, So, however, if both parents have physical custody of a child or children, child support may be set by agreement, set on a statutory, I can't even pronounce the word, statutory, set sliding scale based on income. So it goes back to what we talked about before. It's it's going to be based on income. And here it's saying sliding scale based on income, or zeroed out, meaning they could just throw it out altogether, which I don't think it should be thrown out together. Thrown out altogether, depending on the facts and circumstances in the case. So we know that he's been sitting back, stacking his money, putting his money up. He's been holding on tight to his money. We know this. He's trying to play like he's broke. He's broke in the sense he ain't making millions, but he's still got enough money where he can afford child support every month, because he's getting money off of those old videos, and nobody's collecting royalties on any of those videos but him. Okay, and that should not be the case. So he can still afford to pay child support, as far as I'm concerned. If child support is a concern or experienced attorneys can assist you in getting child support. Set it at appropriate level pursuant to Nevada's child support laws. So again, this is kind of blurry, because royalty doesn't want child support, and he's saying that he didn't have to pay child support. But if it goes before a grand jury, will he have to pay child support? So we're gonna keep on reading. How does never mind. We ain't even got to read how does child custody affect grandparents, because we know the one grandparent is in the children's life and the other one, the other one don't even exist. That ain't no real that ain't the real way. That ain't the real way. That ain't the real way. That ain't the real way grandparent, okay? So we don't even count that because that ain't the real way. Okay, it didn't happen the real way, okay? He said he gets 5 to 10K a month. See what I'm saying? So so basically he's living comfortable off of, who can't live comfortable off of 5 to 10K a month. So that's what he doing, y'all. He laying low and he's living comfortable off of his 5 to 10K a month off his old videos. Chad, I would have been done chopped them videos down. Do you hear me? Half of that, my account would have been on that YouTube, excuse me, that Google system. Google, everything goes through Google with YouTube. My account information would have been on there too. So some of that money be coming to me because ain't no way in the world we would have been getting 5 apiece or more like 25, and I get the rest, meaning because the kids was in the video. So he be getting 2,500 and I'll be getting the rest for all of the kids that was in the video, Royalty can use that and she is entitled to it. Exactly. She's definitely entitled to it. So he's just sitting back laying low. He ain't nobody watching him. So let's be clear on that. Ain't nobody really watching him because we can see with the stats compared to what he used to get. So he's basically laying low with that 5 to 10K a month. And again, that's pretty good. It ain't what he's used to or accustomed to, but it's still pretty good. And yeah, ain't no way in the world, child. Ain't no way in the world I'll be going for that. Because okay, so you get to still live in this Airbnb mansion, and she's had financial problems, and he's still fine. He's still doing fine. Child, he had to come up out of there because his living situations would have to be looked at again. He would have to come up out of there, and he would have to look for somewhere else to live, downsize into a condo, like he had before, that little condo he was living in, and he moved out. Keep on paying all these deposits and carrying on, and first month rent and all that. Keep on paying all them fees for everything, and then go out and move again. Hey, Cashel, going out and move again. I have been speaking it into existence for Royalty. I pray and hope all things turn out for the best of her and her children. Royalty is definitely entitled. Hey, sure, she's definitely entitled. So to receive child support. And even if the grand jury can't make it happen, I'm hoping that the judge looks at it. So let's keep reading. Can child custody arrangements be altered? If one parent believes that it is in a child's best interest to change the terms of the parties' child custody agreements, such as change may be available through the courts. Okay, so we know that. Different rules apply to child custody orders designated as either joint or primary physical custody. Accordingly, prior to jumping into a custody case, it is important to understand the differences between the custody types and the different rules that affect. So again, we don't know what the different types are or what's going on with that case. So all we're doing is just kind of reading over the general laws and, trying to put 2 and 2 together, basically. Again, these are, none of this has been confirmed nor denied. Is a child obligated to appear in court? Well, these children are too young, so we don't have to even read that part. So they're not going to be considered when it comes to those types of things. I think you have to be, 11 or 12 before you can get on a stand and make a decision to say, yes, I want to spend time with the parent, or no, I don't want to spend time with the parent. And then, of course, whatever reason behind it. What are the types of child custody in Nevada? Child custody is a term used to describe the legal relationship between a child and his or her parents. In Nevada, child custody is defined in 2 ways. Legal custody. This refers to the right to make important decisions for a child, which is what he tried to exclude Royalty from when he put them into that daycare. So again, refers to the right to make important decisions for a child. It includes things such as the ability to make decisions regarding a child's religion, upbringing, which he, wants to totally ignore all of it. Upbringing, because she doesn't celebrate Christmas. So, him having that Christmas tree there, again, that could be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because her religious beliefs, because, in the United States, that's what they go by, and that's what they call it, religious beliefs. They don't want to look at it as spiritual. So, he violated that as far as I'm concerned. Hey, Stephanie, where the child attends school, you see what I'm saying, y'all? And the child's medical care. Remember the daycare? I don't know if they had all the information on file or, for the children. How would they have it when he don't know nothing about the kids? He don't know nothing about them. So it also includes the right to be informed as to medical and educational issues. So again, he's violated all of those areas, you all, as far as allowing Royalty to participate in where they go to school, to participate in, what kind of medical care will they receive, to participate in religious activities or ceremonies, okay, 14, religious activities or ceremonies. So, Callie looked it up and she said, she looked it up and said that you had to be 14 before you can sit on the stage. I just wish Royalty would change her mind at least. With everything that's going on, like I said, with her, having some financial setbacks and everything, she could definitely possibly change her mind because you know what I'm saying. That's a lot. Like I said, with 5 children and the twins that she has with him, and he's obligated. And like I said, he's obligated to the other 3 kids too because he made a verbal contract when he got online. We all seen it for the world to see that he said he didn't need him to help take care of his kids. He got that basically, and that he can ease on down the road. Basically, paraphrasing. Okay, she would change her mind, at least make him pay for exactly plane rides to pick up and drop off the twins. He had to get Kamari when she was little. Yeah, he paid for everything. He would what he do? Send her the money, and then she would order the ticket and everything for the little girl to come out there. So I don't see why he can't do it for the children that he has now, the smaller children that he has now. Let me say that. I don't see why he can't do that. Why he shouldn't be made to do that. Why he isn't even volunteering to do that. If Royalty called YouTube today and she put a cease and desist order out on all of his videos that has Royalty and her kids in it, it will be gone. It will be definitely deleted from YouTube. Then do the same thing for any other things that's going on with him. He wouldn't make it, y'all. And I just shudder to think or wonder how he would react if he has to pay child support. Because I was thinking about that. I just googled it. Says no age in Nevada at first glance. Dry. Okay. I would hate to think. I'm not liking Nevada's laws either because I don't like. It doesn't seem like. To me, this is just my opinion. Is it for the best interest of the children? Because again, he's proven many, many times that something is wrong, in him. And I don't care what it stems from. What I'm saying? Everybody has trauma from something or another in their lifetime at some point or another in their lifetime, unless they had this perfect childhood. But what I'm saying? But I don't think everybody's had this perfect childhood or middle age, adulthood, whatever the case may be. But with him, it's ridiculous. We all saw it aired out on the internet, and I just don't understand why he isn't even allowed to see these children right now. And I really don't. He's still making money off of her kids. Exactly. He's still making money off of her kids. Physical custody. Physical custody is the term used to define the amount of time the child resides with each parent. Remember, he wants full custody. Right now, they have joint physical custody. That's why he gets them. Joint physical custody is an appropriate 50-50 split of a child's time between the parents. Primary physical custody is where a child resides more than 60% of the time with one parent. So we know he's going to keep it at the 50-50 split. We know that. This is the way he's going to keep it because somebody done told him or somebody done put in his head that, make sure you get 50-50 custody because that's going to be a big possibility for you not paying child support. Trust and believe. We all know that that's why he's doing it. He ain't smart. He ain't smart. He had made a comment about something pertaining to culinary arts and stuff. And I'm like, I thought he went to culinary arts school. Shouldn't he know what that term is? But he didn't. So my point is saying is you think he know anything about custody? He don't know. He don't know. So somebody put that in his head to get 50-50 because it's going to be a possibility where he won't have to pay child support. I'm a fan of Royalty, but I don't know what she's trying to prove not wanting child support. Those kids technically should do it just because they're his kids, but that's too much like right. And I don't understand why he don't just do it either, because once he found out that she had been having problems, he put up a little smart comment in his stories, and I didn't save it. I erased it. Talking about need richer friends or some old crap. And I felt like that he was being shady. And at that time, I'm like, okay, why didn't he just, send her a message? We know he didn't because he ain't that type of person. But why didn't he send her a message and say, here's a couple of $1,000, to help out? You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, you ain't got to still be with somebody to help them out. And those are his children. So if nothing else, because those are your children, you know what I'm saying? I believe he wouldn't even care if they was out there on the streets if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? He would not care. That would just be all the more reason why he thinks he should have custody. And I'm inclined to believe, like others are saying, is that girl wants them kids for herself. Who was that? I think it was Sweet Tika. That girl wants them kids for herself. Is her womb polluted, y'all? Is her womb, the hills have eyes is what I'm speaking of, who I'm speaking of. Is her womb polluted to where she can't carry none, or is something wrong with him or whatever? What's going on? Because she should have been done got pregnant if she want to have his Gila monsters, okay? Because they gonna be Gila monsters here. The way his head looking, the way somebody said in the comments the other day, y'all, his lips, why do his lips look like Y'all, he's deprived of nutrients all through his system, y'all. Ugh. And he ain't living like he was living before. So let that be the real reason. Here, let that be the real reason. He be having people around the twin. Exactly, he just met and people that doesn't like, exactly, people that don't like royalty, which is in freaking sane. Of course, a child would choose where they're allowed most fun, exactly, most fun and no parental, what do you call it? No parental supervision, no parental supervision. Of course, they're gonna want, of course, young kids, that are able to speak and stuff, they're gonna be like, yeah, I want to go to my daddy's house. And because he let us do whatever we want. We stay up late at night watching movies. We get to be on our games all night. No structure whatsoever. So of course, those things. But like I said, my question is, I can't find that article that I had pulled up where it was talking about child custody and does the parent, let me close this door because I don't want this other TV to be hitting in on my video. As loud as that TV is, I could hear it in the background now, Chad. There's some commercials be done got picked up or something. But I was trying to find that article that was saying, I was reading another article that it was saying that basically, I'm paraphrasing it. It was saying that when it comes to child custody, the grand jury is making a decision. They're not going to look at, child support. They're not going to make a decision on those types of things. They're going to look at things as far as like the split and what would be in the best interest of the children, where they should reside at. But they didn't make decisions on whether or not, how much child support will be paid and stuff like that. So I guess I'm assuming that would be for the judge to decide based on the laws. Yes, sure. Yes, he is sure. I hope when this is over, royalty will legally make him take the videos down. Yeah. Yeah, and they're not married. But I know, I think it's California after you've been together so many years. But and I believe, again, don't quote me on it, but I believe that after so many years in many states, was it 7 or 10 years, that they still look at you as common law after you've been together so many years. So they were damn near at common law, you all, if we count 10 years. You see what I'm saying? 7 years, definitely common law, but definitely they could be considered common law. Royalty better get that child support shit. We don't care if he get mad. Exactly. He's going to get mad and upset anyway, y'all. So, what it comes down to him, well, for him is that, him losing a significant amount of income, how's he going to make it? You see what I'm saying? And again, I just shudder to wonder how he's going to respond or how he's going to act out when his income is disrupted. You get what I'm saying? I'm kind of concerned about that because we haven't seen him go off on the deep end, allegedly. Again, these are just opinions. We can't confirm nor deny, but we've kind of seen him go on the verge of the deep end. But when his income is significantly impacted to where he may have to get a job, he's going to be a whole nother person, you all. He's going to be a whole nother person. And we've all said that when that income goes all the way down, it's going to be some problems. So let it go. Let it go. Let the games begin, because that's what it's going to be. It's already been games. So let the games begin, because child, like I said, I hope that they give her child support. And one of the advantages that she's going to have when she does go to court is that she's been having financial problems, where she had to give her car back and then she got it back and everything, like she had mentioned in the video. I can't remember the rest of it, but she's had difficulties at times. So that is definitely going to be a contributing factor. She doesn't have to say that she doesn't want child support when the judge finds out what's going on, because it's going to have to be told. Then, like I said, I'm hoping that the judge is going to make a decision, because I can't see the judge not helping, saying, you still don't have to pay child support. If he do, y'all, child, I don't know what to say. If that's the case, he or she, if that's the case, then I don't know what to say again, because these laws are so different and they change. I don't want to say they change, but it's like how they're ruled in court, or how they're adjusted in court. It's just really weird, y'all. It's really weird to me. If I was a divorce attorney, they would make him financially provide via alimony. Thank you. And child support. Thank you. Alimony and child support. And it's a lot of people who get alimony nowadays. And why you think they never get married? Because whoever they seeing or dating, they can't match up to that alimony, or maybe they don't want to be married no more. So they just gonna keep on getting the alimony for the rest of their life. And I don't blame them. here, he gonna always be messy. At least let him pay while he's exactly. If you can be messy all you want, but at least pay while you being messy. Ain't nobody studying you here. She ain't looking at you. She ain't thinking about you. But at least pay while you being messy. Okay. Even if she gets money for them flight tickets, that's a great. Thank you. And I hate to use the phrase anything is better than nothing because it shouldn't be looked at like that. Anything's better than nothing. It's supposed to be support. We can't be grateful and happy just because, oh, he's paying for the ticket, so we happy for that. No, no. We ain't we okay, we glad that he's doing that, but he needs to be doing some other things too. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to give these type of men, any kind of credit because he don't get no kind of credit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody he already got enough people psyching his head up and making him think he the best dad. And and like I said, under that Christmas tree, I didn't see enough gifts up under for them. All I seen was a bunch of gifts for that first thing over there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad she got that color out of her head because that color was not complimentary to her at all. It wasn't complimentary to her at all. So I'm glad she went back to the black. That's more complimentary of her. If she's evil, if she's evil, now imagine then. Exactly. Two men can't make a baby. She's a something is going on. I mean, for real, something is going on because this is not making sense as to why you ain't try to pop up and pop out and jump and get pregnant yourself, drinking and smoking and getting up while his kids are there. Exactly. Drinking and see, because child, he doing more. The way he been looking lately, y'all, you know what I'm saying? He ain't looking right to me. You know what? When they was trying to send CPS over there and drug test her every time you turn around, send CPS over there to his house and give him a couple of drug tests. You see what I'm saying? Because I believe it's gonna come back dirty, allegedly. We can't confirm nor deny. You can't tell me those twins don't cry for that. I know. But he's not going to show that. He ain't been showing a lot of nothing because, like, for example, when she had to come and get them early because they were one of them were acting out or whatever, he ain't been showing none of that because he don't want that to be shown. And then, let me back up, y'all. What about the most recent incident where she had to go get them because allegedly there was a fight that broke out? What about that? That can be brought up too. This is not a safe environment for my children. I don't feel comfortable with my children being there in that house because they over there fighting over, fake Gucci bags or whatever it was, Gucci bags and carrying on. Somebody said from Temu. From Temu and all of that and carrying on and what somebody else said that purse was like $1,200. It should have been $120 because it didn't look like the material's worth of nothing here. Why would y'all people pay all that kind of money just for the name? You see what I'm saying? Why do people do that? Then going around big back is not good. Did you see how she get exactly that gift today? They really don't like, and it's just I can't phantom. I don't like big back, but would I treat her child any other kind of way? I wouldn't do that. You see what I'm saying? So I just can't phantom why grown adults can treat children like that just because you don't like the mom. If you don't like the mama, then keep your raggedy, lopsided behind on at home. You see what I'm saying? Looking and sounding like Shema. That's all I'm saying. If you don't like somebody's children, then don't be around them. They really don't like Daya because she tells on them and she looks just like her mama, y'all. You keep that in mind. She looks just like a mama, and people can't stand it. They can't stand it because that first one that he got, child, like I said, all of that's for fake. All that putting that on camera and hugging our first time together, spending time together. I'm like, that's a lie because he put that in another title for another video. I'm gonna need for him to keep up with the lies that he tells. He knows royalty can always get those videos deleted. That's why he changed all the thumbnails. Yeah. Oh, he went back and changed all the old ones. And the thing about it, he can change the thumbnails all he wants because all you got to do is click on them and see who's in them. Sure, she gave Dale that gift like Dale was a grown woman she doesn't like. Exactly. Hopefully royalty fights. Yeah, hopefully the lawyer brings it up that, she's had definitely that she's, had financial problems and everything. And, we feel that is in the best interest that he needs to contribute, simply put, and maybe they can agree on what he can contribute to, or as far as with, you know what I'm saying? The videos deleted how he's going to pay the people he owes. Exactly. He ain't gonna be able to pay them. So he's saying he get 5 to 10K a month. How much is that going to royalty exchange, for the money that he owes those people? You know what I'm saying? She has 5 kids. She needs the child support, definitely. So that's my next question. What, how much is left over? Chad, y'all, he's in a cruising for a bruising, as they say. He done created this mess, and now he gonna lie in it. Lord, they do. That's why call Royalty Dad always calls her mom. Yeah, because I remember she did say that she calls her a lot and sits on the phone and talks and sits on the phone and talk to her. Too many people be around them kids in their house, and you know what? I think that's his upbringing too, y'all. His family must have had a bunch of whodunits and what fuzz all up in the house, and smoking and a drinking and who knows what else. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he grew up around, you all. That's the reason why he's like that, But at least with Royalty, it was people that were kid friendly, meaning these people were not those type of people you look at sideways and be like, "Ooh, I don't trust them." These were other females that she knew that had kids, and it was more family oriented. These gutter mutts he be having all up in his videos, I be looking sideways like y'all got too many people. To me, if anybody knows that he has his kids, or if they don't know, he lets them know he has his kids, then look, I'll holler at you later on. If I get a babysitter, I can come out, and you know what I'm saying, you can go out and have a couple of drinks or whatever the case may be. But I'll let come and hanging over the house and stuff now. I guess he feels like, because he hired the mama, backwoods mama, to be the nanny and everything, because that's who's definitely helping take care of him, because she ain't doing jack, as we can see. That cooking for the camera is just fake. I don't even think she's half doing that no more. So I can get that she hired his mama. I let that. I'm not gonna even talk about that. Let me just say that. But all these other people that keep coming around, that again just led to a fight not too long ago, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? These are just thoughts and opinions, can't be confirmed nor denied. I mean, it just goes to show you got too many people up in your house, too many people up in your business. Didn't nobody teach him, man? Keep people out your business. Quit letting people all come up through your house. He got all kind of people running in and out his house. What is really going on over there? Random thought. They coming up with new laws for these children being used for videos and commentary to get compensation in a bank account until 18. Watch out. They coming. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And who else mentioned that? I think Sweet Teacup had brought that up at one time about YouTube, should do that, or they're going to be doing it. I think she did bring it up, but I can't remember which way it went. But that would definitely make sense, considering, child labor laws, y'all, period. Because these kids are young that are on these YouTube videos, and I'm not hating on nobody that's doing that. These kids are young, and I'm hoping that, money is being set aside and put aside. And I do believe for the most part that money is being put aside and set aside, and that these kids are really living good lives. Unlike that one story that we heard about, that one lady that was on YouTube, and now she's looking at jail time and everything because of the PA and the VA and whatever else that was going on. So they probably will start putting that in effect, because like I said, I remember Sweet Teacup had brought that up. CJ trying to switch and move his bank account. Child, can't be the best dad. How perverted he acted to. Yeah, that was weird, very weird. Because I heard some people discussing it. Royalty and the kids were his motive. Thank you. They were his motivation. And again, he didn't have to do nothing life with Karen. All he did was cut that camera on, lights, camera, action. And like we've all seen and learned and know now, that the kids were the star of the show. They had the charisma. People like watching them. Other kids like watching them. They like seeing how they lived. You see what I'm saying? He was never. And I don't remember who pointed that out. They was like, he was never the star. It was the kid. Of course, always the kids. Because I was like, why can't he get it together? Why can't he get it together? And then that's when somebody pointed it out. I said, that is so true. It was always them, the kids. He just was able to pick up the camera, and their star quality brought out what people liked seeing, just them interacting, He don't record anymore because his life is boring. Exactly, because he don't want us to know what's going on. He's sitting around the house. He ain't doing it but sitting around that house, and then what, going to go get some donuts and taking her to school, and then come back home and then go back and pick her up. We already know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He be better off showing us him and her and how they don't really care for each other. They don't like each other, and they really not cool. They really not lovey dovey. They none of that. Chad, I can't wait to see the new video. I ain't even watched the last one. I can't wait to see the video coming out for Valentine's Day, because they're not this lovey-dovey couple. He might as well, he be better off showing us that, because we already know what's going on. Them purses came from Chinatown. That's the third time Royalty had to get the kids earlier than scheduled. Exactly. I done lost count that she had to go get them because whatever was going on. You know what I'm saying? This is probably the first time we done heard about something really going on. All them other times, it could have been something going on then too, y'all. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to go back and look again at, okay, so all these other times these kids was going home early, which again, how you going to say you want full custody and you can't even keep them for the 2.5 to 3 weeks that you're supposed to keep them? Your time that you scheduled to be with them, but you can't even keep up with that. You, out of the last 3 months that since y'all done been to court before, out of the last 3 months, you done sent them home early at least three, maybe 4 times or whatever. So again, so how are you prepared to have them? Just because you got this little bunk bed up in there, which to me, again, they're young. They don't need to have no bunk beds, to have them beds to the ground, period. I didn't like that little slide thing. I said, what kind of generic mess is this? This is not a high quality bed, millionaire, billionaire. Okay. And the reason I'm saying it, because that's how he's acting, they're acting out more lately. She feels the tension. Yes, these kids feel the tension. They feel the tension. They can feel that these people around in their house don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Kids can pick up on all that, you all. Remember, when kids are still young like that, they're more connected spiritually than when we get older and you go to school and they start indoctrinating you with all of this nonsense in school and telling you this is how it's got to be and this is how you should act and this is how you should be. They're still more connected. You get what I'm saying? And then when we get older, we got to go back and reconnect. They're still more connected. So they picking up on a lot of stuff that, most people would not be able to pick up on. Royalty moved to, so CPS could stop coming to her house and her mom's house because it was him, the only one who knew exactly where Royalty and her mom stayed at. CPS calling and sending them to both addresses. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Could not get there a Barbie house or a kitchen, and those rides are too little for them. And the little rides is what Backwoods mama bought them. He didn't buy that. Like I told you, I didn't see none under that tree really for them, but some clothes, because them boxes was too little for some toys. Like you said, a little Barbie house. Now, how much would that would have cost? That wouldn't have cost no money. You know what I'm saying? That would have kept her busy for hours, y'all, playing with her little Barbie house, and her little brother could have been playing with her too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing there, but all of the stuff that was under the tree was for that first one, the first DNA and everything. That's what I noticed that. I was like, that don't even make sense. Why again, I forgot what I said before. He did it on purpose. It was done on purpose. I'm sorry, I take it back. He did it on purpose because he wanted to, he's nasty, he tried to act like he's loving and caring, and then at the same time, he wants to be nasty and malicious at the same time. So that's why he did it, y'all. That's why it wasn't a bunch of stuff under that tree for them. I don't recall Dale being bad. No, I never noticed her being bad either. We all done seen some bad kids. We done seen some bad kids, and neither one of those children are what I would consider bad. Okay. Neither one of them. So I don't even understand the reason why they would have to go home early. Well, we know why, because y'all was in there tearing up the house, okay? Slanging each other across the floors, and them kids seen it. And guess what? When kids see stuff like that, they get upset and start crying. So Chad, who knows? They probably was emotionally distraught seeing what was going on, and he couldn't calm them down and try to handle the situation with them as well. So guess what? He like, let me go and call my mom and get them out of here. That's the only thing that he did do right, was get them up out of that situation. If he didn't do nothing else right, but get them out of that situation was what he did, what he should have done before the other times, because I believe this has been nonsense going on. But that's what he did do right, was call the mama so she can come and get them. Yes, he needs to pay for he needs to pay for some of the fight fees because some of the flight fees because Royalty had to relocate for her job because he gave no child support and he thought that by not giving her child support that was going to financially destroy her, meaning that she wouldn't be able to move to Texas, but she still did it. So he's again hurt, upset, mad, and angry about that. He gave no child support and also her kids and her self safety because of the harassment. Show no, and she don't. Y'all, she all about herself. You know she's about herself. Sure. She ain't think about nothing and nobody. She get on there and try to smile like she really cares. But yeah, she's at the age where it's all about her. And I know why she's thinking that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not an excuse because it's not an excuse. She should blame that on her mom and her daddy. But she's looking at it like they got stuff all them years and all them other kids in the house. They got stuff. So it's my time now. I'm getting everything. So that's why she's like that, and she shouldn't be like that. But that's 10 times out of 10 the reason why. And she should be blaming her mama and her pappy for her mammy and her pappy for that, not them twins and alienation of affection. Because I don't never see her picking up and hugging her brothers and sisters. Hey, how you doing? I don't never see any of that. I don't see any of that. So yes, I definitely would agree with that. It's not Dale's fault. She's smart and mommy would practice with them before because you have to tell you have to talk to your kids, especially that age. You don't know what they walking into, so you got to prepare your kids and have them to be able to communicate with you what's going on when they call you on the phone. That's what a smart parent would do. She knows him how he is. You see what I'm saying? And she knows the type of people that he's been having around him lately. So yes, by all means, make sure that you talk to your children and so they can call you and tell you when something's wrong or let you know what's going on when they get back home. She definitely did right. He's a pervert. That's why he got that black mm, mm. Y'all, I would leave. Um, his mother should be charged for show should. And I don't see why anybody would consider the credibility of an a recovering addict, because the history itself speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that has a history of that, you can't believe nothing in front of you. You see what I'm saying? You can't trust them in your face and you can't trust them no further than you could throw them if you could physically do that. And that's just, figuratively speaking, you meaning that you can't trust those type of individuals, period. So why would anybody take that type of individual's word as being credible? You know what I'm saying? And over and over and over. Why? And you're right. Hold up. Look, we gonna press charges against you. You call one more time, we're gonna press charges against you. Here. And furthermore, we need to go and pull up your history and figure out what's the problem? What's going on? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Okay. Oh, so Royalty so many times for no reason. Royalty is not going to have too many people around her kids. Exactly. Child support will be automatically be in his first responsibility before the loans amount. Yeah, because you know what, Denise, and you definitely right when it comes to those. When it comes to child support, now I'm trying to figure out which one comes first. Is it the IRS or child support? I want to say it's child support first, and then if you owe IRS, they'll get the rest. So yeah, when it comes to those main two things, honey, child support gonna come before those loan amounts. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a what you got to pay. You better get out there and collect some cans or some bottle tops or do something. You know what I'm saying? But he's too good for that. He don't want to do that. And a judge would tell him to his face, well, look like you better get another job. If he be like, Jan, I can't afford it. I can't afford that. Okay, well, you better get you another job then. You better do something else to make some money. So yes, yes. Sweet Teacup brought it up. Okay, yeah. I do remember her bringing it up. Hey, KK, AK Boss Queen. Work with them kids, spending all the money only half on himself. I hope Roy to get full custody. See, that's the thing, Georgia. Reading over the laws and refreshing my memory and everything. Based on, like I said, everything that he's done under the sun and put it out there for the world to see. I don't understand why he's got 50-50 right now. And I'm hoping that they don't give him 50-50. But, let me just say I'm hoping they don't give him 50-50 because we've been surprised about many things that's going on in that courtroom since, they've been going back and forth to court. I hope she gets full custody. The twins say they missed school. That means they haven't been going. So why he pretending? How come he not beating them, taking them to school? That would be something. I'm just sitting here like, you don't want to do nothing to make no money, nothing. he done got this, he done got, what do you call that, upset because ain't nobody really watching him no more. So it's like he don't want to do nothing. He just laying low on what he's making and everything. I hope Whitney will give him some good advice, how he doing, but that fool doesn't listen. G and his wife didn't like. I don't think they liked her either, and they shouldn't have, because she was a freeloader, and they seen it. Everybody saw she was a freeloader. Sure, Whitney not gonna tell him she's using him just like everybody else. Yeah, but they didn't like her because she was a freeloader, and they seen it. I've been seeing it on the news lately about being paid. She had her own room there at the house with. Oh, so she don't even share rooms with him. I can believe it. I pray and hope that Roy gets custody of the twins. And see, like when it comes to custody, it's either the full physical custody or 50-50 joint custody. So that's why, I don't want to say I mean, I would love for her to get 50-50, but I don't, the way they been going down there, they letting them see them, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and then with the fight and everything, I hope that makes a big difference as to how often they get to go. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know. They, Georgia, I mean, not Georgia, but what's that state? Vegas, they all about that money and the casinos and making all of that and that revenue for that. And it just seems like some things is just not given enough priority to. This is just opinions. We can't confirm nor deny anything, but just based on what we're seeing so far, that's what the impression that is given, when the twins are sent home early, they should not go back. Exactly. They shouldn't go early. They shouldn't go back till later. Okay. They shouldn't go back till later. Each time they had to go home early, the Grinch was behind it. She wants to, she don't want them around for real unless she can have them 24/7. Why? Because she don't want them to have no contact with their mama, period. But honey, that's not going to never happen. Uh, so something's going on. Her womb is polluted. Something is going on, y'all. Maybe, child, she probably ain't even got no ovaries here where she can eat. She probably ain't even got no ovaries. Ain't nothing wrong. Something is wrong with her. And I'm starting to believe what's being said out there. I really am. Allegedly put two separate beds in there, not bunk beds. That's not real safe at all. We dealing with an idiot. So what we expect, just a pathetic loser. Me and my ex have been through, and I left him. He was pissed. But when it came to him taking care of his son, physically, emotionally, and financially, he does. And exactly, and that's all that should be. That's all that should be going on. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be fighting to the point over, to the point where it's affecting the kids financially, emotionally, and physically. He shouldn't be fighting like that. So he doesn't have the best interest of them. He's not showing the rules, but complain when royalty 3 minutes. Exactly. When she's 3 minutes late for pickup, or when the pickup locations change and he claimed he didn't know. Y'all remember that wasn't even picked up, had his brother's wife picking him up, just ignorant stuff. Don't nobody want him, don't nobody want to see him, don't nobody want to talk to him. 200 but spends 2K on Amari pants. Exactly. I remember he was doing that. $200. Dale kept asking for, okay, I didn't know that, Bree. She kept asking for a dye. It's little pathetic worm couldn't even get a dye house, y'all. Hey, Chelsea, excuse me. Hey, how you doing? He's always sent the kids early when he didn't have anyone to care for him. He can't keep them himself. He don't want to. I mean, Royalty even said herself that Dale was bad. She said it. You said it. She said she was bad. What did she say? I can't remember what she said in her last video when Dave was sitting there crying and she was trying to tell her, say hi to the camera, say hi to Royalty Nation. Chelsea, she never said she was bad, laugh aloud. That was just her acting out like all kids. Yeah. People need to understand if Royalty took the child support, it means he wins because he wants to provide for Royalty. Royalty doesn't want his money. Oh my goodness. That's a hard one right there. That is a hard one because, like I said, he has an obligation, you all. He has an obligation, and regardless of, how he feels and, regardless of what's going on with them, you know what I'm saying, how they feel about each other, he still needs to pay. And yes, she's saying she don't want it, but he still should be paying, and should no judge make him pay. You know what I'm saying? Should no judge make him pay. He should be doing this out of his caring and lovingness for the memories that they had together, and first and foremost for his kids. They're not bad, they just kids that needs discipline. Exactly. He let them go home because he don't want to be viewed as a bad parent. He don't want to be viewed as a bad parent, not fun parent. Yeah, he wants. That's why you see that one thing that he got up in there. That's why she the way she is, And I'm like, who was that to say that? I always twerking. I'm like, can you be still? Stop all of that jumping and jerk, child. Stop all that jumping and jerking around. She always plays with exactly her daughter. Never played with the twins. We can definitely see the difference. But yeah, like I said, y'all, when it comes to child, why I keep thinking this state? Why does the state keep popping up in my head? Something must be going on. I'm gonna have to look this up, y'all. When you be, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually, something's going on because this state keeps popping up in my head for no reason. I ain't got no connection with it. But Vegas, when it comes to Vegas, their laws are so different, and it just depends on what the judge is gonna say when it boils down to it. And and I hope it ain't one of them situations where you know how it goes, y'all. When the judge might know the attorney, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's friends outside of that. They only put on those faces when they come into the court. You see what I'm saying? Because they got to do that. So I just hope it's not one of them things where he's going to be granted a favorable outcome because you know what I'm saying? Because they're both spending their money for this. So the state of Nevada is getting paid regardless. Allegedly, we can't confirm nor deny anything, but you know how, like I said, how it goes in these court systems. What are they gonna look at him because he's CJ so whatever, so fool, whatever, CJ so fool, CJ so dummy. Which one? It's a bunch of them type of people running around. So we can't look at that as being a contributing factor as to why he should even be considered to get full custody. So he can go in there and pay all them fees all he wants. That don't mean that the judge is gonna favor him as well either, regardless of how close or cool the judge may be with the lawyers. It's a bunch of different factors that go into it. And knowing him, he could be thinking that, well, I got a good lawyer. My lawyer's friends with the judge, so it's gonna look good for me. That don't necessarily mean that, because they could be looking at him and give him a surprise of his life when he gets ready to make that judgment, and then he gonna look like the fool that he is. Big Back thinks she's hurting baby daddy by not being around to help with the twins, and she don't even take care of her own, Gigi. So that's she don't even take care of her own seed. She don't even take care of her own seed. That's why she was so quick to let her go live with him, because she thought that was gonna help her get her in the door quicker. Wrong. He still sent her and put her out the back door. Go on back down the street and up the street and around the corner. What's the next excuse going to be said to royalty to get the right to get rid of the kids on his time? Exactly, because once that order is written out and it's signed by all parties and agreed upon, he can't keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because then you're gonna break that legal binding contract, and then after that, it's my time to get them. Well, you better come down here and get them, because I'm not coming up there. Okay, you better get your own plane ticket and you fly up here to pick them up, because I'm not flying down there to bring them. Period. Okay, so sure, yes, when he remade her whole room before she came, I was like, wow, she's such a kind soul. She's such a kind soul. Why he took all the pictures of Backwoods down again? He keep on taking them down again. My God. Again, he keep taking them down. Now he's getting taking her to school. Exactly. I think that Backwoods was probably taking her to school. You know what? Ain't nobody been taking her to school. She been catching that daggone school bus. Here, she been catching that bus. He takes her every now and again. Here, Tommy, you probably trying to do something weird before he probably on the phone to royalty right now, begging her to drop the case. I would not be surprised if he ain't on the phone begging, because he knows. Hey, North Philly, because he knows that the fact that she has had financial troubles recently, he knows that's not going to weigh in his favor. He knows that. Yeah, I mean, I forgot what I was talking about when you said that doesn't mean he wins. I forgot what I was talking about, unless somebody else was talking shit. I don't even remember. He wants royalty to knee him. He's a narcissist, but should still definitely get the child support for the twins. She needs the child support. She definitely needs the child support. I always wanted to give royalty money. That's why I said what I said. Oh, okay. Yeah, he does. He wants to feel important. From what I know, he's a decent. Oh, okay. And I didn't even okay, good. So it's not, there's not gonna be any bias and all of that. And like I said, alleged, because we don't know for real, like I said, just because a judge knows a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Because this is just a job for them. They don't dislike each other when they go into court. These are just jobs to them. So that's good to know that, he's a good judge, and from what you've read and researched, and it'll be a fair judgment, because I just don't want it to be, considering everything that he's done, you know what I'm saying, out there in the streets. I would just hate for it to go in a position to where And I ain't speaking this into existence. I would just hate considering all that he's done that that wasn't looked at. That all needs to be looked at is what I'm saying. Look at it, evaluate it, and make a decision on it. Should he get second chances? I know I still think he needs to do parenting classes. I still think he needs to do that. And we know that, that could prolong it even more. But again, if it comes to the best interest of the kids, then that needs to be done. And the courts, like going to court, it's going to be drug out anyway. It's going to be drug out over a period of months. I'm not going to lie. I have never known a proceedings to go on this line long. Usually when it comes to stuff like, going to court and trying to get child custody, 50-50 split and all of that, it usually kind of ends fast. But the fact that this is going on and on because he wants to go before a grand jury because he wants full custody. So his ego gonna mess around and flip on him. The judge ain't gonna jeopardize his exactly for his dumb self and but for his dumb ass lawyer, exactly talking about her favorite. Exactly. Talking about she the favorite. And that irks me when he's saying that, y'all, because I'm like, he's lying. He is lying. We see how you talk to this little girl and you treat her. You ain't getting her nails done. You know what I'm saying? And you buying leggings. What happened to the name brand clothes? You buying some leggings and sitting up there trying to make us think that is something. Look at your new leggings. What? What? What happened to the fancy clothes? Okay. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, you can tell he ain't used to it. You just drawing attention to the stuff that nobody would even notice if he didn't say it. Talking about that's his favorite little DNA. You not exactly the twins. The twins are, and again, allegedly, because we can't confirm nor deny that DNA is really his, and I'm gonna keep on saying it here. I'm gonna keep on saying it. We can't confirm or deny because remember, it was never addressed. She shut up about it when everybody was all on the internet in the YouTube streets bringing it up. She went into hiding. Okay, I don't forget none of that, y'all. I don't be forgetting that type of stuff. So certain times I might feel the need to bring it up because I didn't forget that. I was like, girl, we don't know if he the daddy for real. You ain't took no paternity test, okay? You might owe him some back child support to give him his money back here. Because I mean, child, he only wants to give people money if he has some level of some level of control. That's why he's paying all that money to the lawyer because he thinks that that's gonna help him. Fool, you just take it. Fool. Who was that? Is that on Friday, y'all? Fool. Fool, you can pay all your money to them if you want to, and that don't necessarily mean it's gonna give you the favorable outcome that you want. She don't need to be around them kids at all. She don't. Exactly what I mean, Darren. He wants control over her. And she knows it. So yeah, that's the reason. He going to be on his best behavior inside. Thank you. He always does. And then as soon as he comes out, then he, turns back on that sadistic, insidious behavior that is within him. That's his dark side, okay? That is his dark side. Darren Leon Nation. Darren Leon and Nation. Royalty should take him for everything and even more make his ASS pay. She knows that would break him. She knows that would break him. And like I said, if he feels broken in any kind of way, you all allegedly, I'm nervous as to how he will respond because again, he has nothing else. If he has to pay child support, I think that we can't confirm nor deny, but I think that would send him over the deep end. This is just my opinion, because we're dealing with a ticking time bomb still. You get what I'm saying? That's another reason why he's been trying to lay low because he's a ticking time bomb and we've been able to see it because when the more and more videos of what he was doing, the more and more he was coming out and showing us who and what he was. So that's why he's laying low too because he don't want us to see his real self coming out no more. He can't contain it. You know what I'm saying? He can't contain it. He can't control it. He begged to drop the case and begging for her to come back. The backwoods, she has his other phone. She got his other phone. She got some over him. I'm honestly glad she said no to the money. I'd rather provide for my own kids and he can provide for his part. At least the plane tickets and all of that, you know what I'm saying? At least the plane tickets, if they can agree to disagree on certain things, if they can agree that, okay, you're going to be responsible for the plane tickets to and from each month, you know what I'm saying? And then if she said, I don't want child support, okay, but at least the plane tickets to and from, okay? This is too much flying back and forth because he can't handle it. Thank you. He can't handle them. And somebody's supposed to just keep on jumping up and packing up and running at the beck and call. You know what I'm saying? She's got to work, guys. She's got to work and do her job. You see what I'm saying? Some people might be like, well, she ain't working. Well, that's the job. You know what I'm saying? She just ain't got to go in and clock in like a lot of people have to. So she's got to work and stuff. So him just, he's doing that. Oh, y'all, we keep answering our own questions. He's doing this stuff on purpose because he wants to mess it up for her. Come and get the kids early because she could be having a photo shoot or anything that she has to be doing or an appearance or something. He's trying to mess it up too. That's another reason why he's acting like it. He's trying to mess it up. Them twins are just as entitled, if not more than a first. Thank you. Thank you. Then the first one. Again, the first one, because we can't confirm nor deny if that's his. Okay. And that's a story that I am sticking with. Royalty does not have to care what the dummies are saying about her take the money for child support because she didn't make them by exactly. She didn't make him by herself. And he wanted them, okay? Because he helped pay for everything. You know what I'm saying? He helped pay for everything. How you glad she doesn't want the help? She's a single mother who is by her own admission and struggling. Yeah, that is not being independent. And she don't look she don't look like them. Ooh, Chad. That's why I keep saying that. But when Big back around, she feels like somebody's there with him. They're all abandoning him right at court. I'll abandon him right at court. So he feels the pressure. He's going to call one of them because he's a sorry tale. Yeah, he'd rather have fake love than no love, you all. Fake love than no love. When I was in school, I couldn't wear leggings. So why in the hell is she wearing those leggings to school? She said so herself that she doesn't want his money. Yeah, the twins are so beautiful, baby. Cadero looks just like, and Dale looked just like Royalty. Meanwhile, DNA, she looked just like her mama, as she should, because we don't know who the daddy is, so that's why she looks like her mama, because that's how it happened, because she don't really know who the daddy is, y'all. So that's how it's gotta be. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it worked out until we can get some blood test or whatever, saliva test, whatever way they want to do it. We don't really know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to never forget it. That's why I always say, because we ain't confirmed nor denied whose child is this really. We don't even know. And that's the story that, over here we're going to stick with, allegedly, because we really don't know. So we can't say, what I'm saying? We don't want to just jump out here and say, yeah, that's his child. We can't say that because we don't know, And I mean this with all sincerity here. I mean this with all sincerity and laughing at the same time here. Because I ain't gonna let her child never. She don't never get the rest in peace with that one here. You don't never get the rest in peace. All the hell, I'm going back on one of my tandems, y'all. All the hell you caused that girl when she was with him, sending pictures of your flat pancake bottom to him, ain't looking like nothing. Top heavy, sounding like Shema. Looking like olive oil. That's an old cartoon character. Looking like olive oil, and you thinking you gonna get some man's attention. Child, who wants her? Who wants her? I don't understand, y'all. This came across my mind the other day. I said, why can't she get no man? You know what I'm saying? Everybody can get a man. Anybody can get a man nowadays, child. I don't understand. Miss Netta on TikTok, she got a man, Charles. Your dinner is ready, Charles. Have y'all seen Miss Netta? Miss Netta got her man, honey, and keeps her a man. She sounds just like Shema, honey. Got her a man, and she can't even get a man. What is wrong with her, y'all? That's not normal. That is not normal to be that age and you ain't had no for real relationship. And don't say it's because don't say I'm talking about a man, okay? One that was born with all the parts, okay? This is what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about what you consider a man and the girl on girl. You know what I'm saying? Again. I'm talking about a man. Why can't she get a man to want to be in a relationship with her? I need for some guys to weigh in on that and explain that, because I'm not understanding. I don't, I'm not understanding this at all, because everybody can get a man here and there that want to be up with him and lay up with him. It's cold now. She can't even get a nigga to want to lay up with her. It's cold. This is cuddling season. Most niggas be ready to lay up in a heartbeat here, baby. And baby this and baby that don't even want to go hell. But she can't even get that. She was sagging in the front and the back. Do you hear me? Sagging in the front and the back. I gotta go. Now I ain't seen the ponytails lately. She's a copycat obsessed. So I just don't understand why she ain't got no man. This has baffled me because you too late in the game at your age to not have been in some sort of relationship. She wouldn't even know how to be a girlfriend, a fiance, let alone a wife, you know? She wouldn't understand about it. She wouldn't understand that because she hasn't been in one. And I don't care what she say about she was in the relationship with the dude that baby mama was with and all of that. uh I don't care nothing about all of that because that don't count, you know. That do not count whatsoever. I don't understand why she can't get no man or no man want to spend some time with her. Cause she be all out in the places where you know she can meet men, but ain't none of them biting. They is not biting for her. They ain't checking for her is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I just want to get on here and go over the custody things. And like I said, you know, Vegas is totally different. It's like a whole nother world out there, the way they look at things and the way they do things here. And you know, I hope that when her court day comes up, you see she got her hair done in a little ponytail. It was cute, a little slick ponytail and everything. And so we know it's coming soon. I just hope that it can be in agreement to where the kids are taken care of. Their needs are being met. You get what I'm saying? Maybe they don't, maybe they may not agree on everything when it comes to what's going to be written down and etched in stone and signed. But I just hope it's going to be able to benefit the kids, meaning that they're not going to have to go without that, you know. Daddy's going to pay for something here because he need to come out of them pockets for something. I don't care if she had plenty of money like Candy Barris, you know, Candy Child, she got her hands in everything. Okay. She been making that money. I wouldn't care if she was making money like Candy Barris Tucker, and he still would need to pay some is what I'm trying to say. So that's all, you know, the whole point that I'm trying to get at with this whole reason for getting on here and discussing, you know, the upcoming court proceedings and everything is that regardless of, you know, what she's making and what's going on, those are your children. They were conceived out of love, contrary to what, you know, some crackheads and everybody else got to say about it, and some sagging in the fronts and the back and some backwoods heel have ass people got to say about it. Those kids were conceived out of love and they deserve to be taken care of out of love, not out of spite. But with that being said, y'all probably get back on her a little bit later and holler at y'all. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. And if you ain't hit that like button, make sure you hit the like button, y'all. And I'll be back soon with another video or another live. Sorry.